Hello, good morning and welcome back to Kenya. We're heading back into the Maasai Mara Reserve today for a full safari. As the sun rises over there, we'll be in the park until around 6ish, I think, which gives us ample time to hopefully see a plethora of wildlife, of which it is so famous for in just such a small area, one of the most exciting places on the planet. Sleep-wise, I feel like I did very well. Once they cut off the power at around 10:30, it gets very dark. The only source of light is your phone. It's so quiet that it's very easy to sleep like a baby. There was a downpour, some rainfall at around 12, which was very relaxing just to listen to while being inside my room there. So it's quite damp this morning, meaning that the area feels very green, although I'm told there was a drought only just a few weeks ago and everything was very brown. But it's nice to see that has changed with plenty of rainfall, as opposed to when the Great Migration happens in the summer from July to October. There is not much rainfall and most of the grasslands are yellowish color. So our Land Cruiser is just there, ready to jump in and head back out.
Sunny good. So you have the vultures. No.
Are you not a pathologist? Not of cows. You are allowed to alight the people and take a sample. But you know, like take a sample. You can alight. The postmortem guy?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, they want to do the operation.
But he's having trouble cutting it open. This guy's persistent.
Is that the part where I would start?
I know. I think it was.
Quite amazing to see a pack of vultures eating its dead prey there. The one with the red head comes first to do the killing, and the first eating, and then the rest follow.
Nilikuwa nafikiria kwenda huko kwa mawe. Bahatisha vichwa. Wapi? Umefika wapi kwa Karungo umetoka?
Before I kill you, just follow the vultures.
Ndio bahatisha vichwa za pale kwa mawe, sio? Yule ingine ilikuwa nimesikia ni roho na imeingia. Wadinga
Using the radio from other guides and drivers with their groups helps to locate some of the animals, as it can be difficult to spot just your own eyes, but once someone sees something they can notify the others so that we know the right general direction to head in.
Remember the sausage tree? So we have the elephants.
First elephant spotted. Moving on now. They say that the longer the tusks are, the older the elephant, and this one here is a male on its own by that tree. First time I've ever seen one in the wild. Quite a magical experience. Still in search of some cats. Question is, will we see some before the day is out? I am confident that we will. Brief toilet stop here at what is a very small airport. One plane just taking off in the distance there. Coming to and from Nairobi, smaller tour groups. VIP guests probably fly here instead of taking the Land Cruiser through the villages on the 6-hour journey. There's also some local Maasai selling various souvenirs as well, dressed in their classic checkered red. Here with Tammy, who comes from Ethiopia.
What's up?
Your
representing Ethiopia.
Yeah, represent. It's your first ever safari, is it?
Yep.
Cool. And how are you finding it so far?
Interview?
Not really. I'm just asking how are you finding it so far.
Really good.
Good.
It's really good. Better with you in it though. Yeah.
Another one from
Kenya.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the people on this trip with me are from Africa, so it's good to see like people traveling here and taking an interest in the local countries around them. Herd of elephants there in the distance that just walked past us. Shortly before that, we also saw lions for the first time, the first big cats, lionesses, and also a group of cubs. Apparently the male was fairly nearby, but I don't think any of us saw him. Probably off somewhere else. Perhaps we'll get to see a male later. But an amazing sight just to see. I think I counted 17, including 2 over here, walking past us. Some black-backed jackals in the distance there, slightly larger than foxes. Group of them sort of wrestling around with each other. You can see another elephant in the very distance, and we also pass some. Probably can't quite make it out, but I can see with my own eyes just by that tree there.
Spotted hyena, the biggest species of hyena.
Stepping out of the Land Cruiser for the first time here at the Mara, apart from our brief toilet stop at the Airstrip. One of these iconic trees in the middle of the vastness, which I love. They're just dotted around every kilometer or so. Right from here we can see a very empty plain here. Some areas are concentrated with woodlands and, you know, rocks and all sorts, and then this particular part is mostly flat. But we're having such a great time. Very productive morning. Herd of elephants, hyenas up close, pride of lions, and much more. So just sleeping behind in the bush over there is a leopard. It's quite rare to see one, and they live quite solitary lives. If you ever see two, it's usually a female with her cub, and they don't like a lot of fuss or commotion, so we're very lucky to spot one, even if it's only just, as you can see in the shot, faintly in the distance you can just see its colours and the spots standing out there. So very lucky, and not very far away from where we just took a wee by that tree. Hold tight. Gonna pass this. There we are, two male lions. After only seeing lionesses and cubs earlier, we've now spotted some males. The Maasai Mara has the largest density of lions of any reserve or park in the world. There are about 900 at the Maasai Mara, but that fluctuates depending on how many cross the border to Tanzania towards the Serengeti. I think there's around 2,500 to 3,000 in total with both parks combined, but at any one time that number of around 900 can fluctuate. Rahim, our driver here, says that these ones are around 7 years old. Stopping for some lunch here by this tree. So the Maasai Mara straddles the border with the Serengeti in Tanzania, and this is to mark the point between Kenya and Tanzania. So we walk just here. We are now in the country of Tanzania, technically. The river at the very bottom also helps to separate the two. This here is the Mara River, the one that many wildebeest cross during the Great Migration. And there are some hippos down there, and we're told a crocodile or two maybe. We have an armed guard with us. This is the skeleton of a hippo.
They usually use
Wow,
this one's
it's
for
heavy.
attack. Cheetahs are using this one.
Na ni mzito hii kugonga.
You can see a crocodile outside the water on the other side of the Mara, and there are also some really giant footprints of hippos as they, along with the crocs, rule these waters. There are several of them just there, extremely territorial. Hippos kill a lot of people annually, mostly when people in boats stray into their waters and then they knock the boats.
What? I don't want to close out. Oh, they will come out. Okay, I have seen a crocodile somewhere. It is the most aggressive in the world.
Yeah.
This is the Mara Bridge. Kenya over here and Tanzania once again on the other side. So now arrived back here at my room, and just when we thought we weren't going to see any cats in action and we still hadn't seen any cheetahs, there they were, a coalition of them, 4 of them, which had just killed an antelope. We missed the initial chase. The fastest land animal on earth goes up to 70 miles an hour. But getting there and seeing the blood on their mouths, the true rawness of the ecosystem that is the Maasai Mara, just seeing them eating their prey is quite a moment to behold and a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing to see, even though it's gory and a lot of people probably don't like that kind of thing, but it was fascinating and it's what you come on safari to see. Shortly after that, we came across another leopard and we were able to see it in all its glory as it got up and started walking away from those bushes that it was in. And again, that was amazing to see a leopard up close, to see how intricate its colors are, how beautiful its fur is. And that was also something that I'll remember. Getting to see a cheetah, leopard, lions and lionesses, as well as elephants, hippos, crocodiles, giraffes, wildebeest, ostrich. Managed to see pretty much everything, and that's what the Maasai Mara can offer you, an ability to spot pretty much all the wildlife that exists in Africa, the main ones that you always see in the documentaries. In just 1 or 2 days, you can see pretty much all of them if you're lucky. There was only one thing that we didn't see, and that was a rhino, but I will count it as a very successful day, considering yesterday afternoon we didn't see any cats. It was amazing, goes without saying, and the link to Simba, Paka, safaris is in the video description and their socials if you're interested. Tomorrow morning we are off to a Maasai village before heading back to Nairobi to conclude the 3-day safari tour. There is the option to do more safaring in the morning, but we as a group chose to go for the Maasai village as we felt very content with what we saw at the safari today. So it'll be great to see all their clothes and traditions up close and in person, and that's going to be the next video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you then. Cheers.